Hey guys, it's Christy, and I'm back with another card reading today. And I'm going to be using this week two Law of Attraction decks, our Mystic Manifesting Oracle deck, and then Affirmations for a Badass. So, what I've been doing that I really love so far, and I love some feedback if you're enjoying this format, is at the end of each message, I am recommending a journaling prompt, reminding us of what our affirmation is so that we can use that throughout our days. And also a meditation contemplation is what I'm calling the ideas that I'm throwing out there for a meditation that goes along with the message that we receive during the reading. So, thank you for being here. I hope you'll hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave some comments. All of it helps the channel and helps me, direct what I'm doing a little bit more so that it's more and more helpful to those watching my videos. So I use the readings as not a prediction, but as a tool for asking deeper questions and expanding as people. So hopefully, this message will resonate. And wow, we're waiting for our first card, which we just got. Okay. So the first card from the Law of Attraction deck is My Dream Thoughts Are Not Creative Thoughts. Okay, that's an interesting place to start. There's the card. My dream thoughts are not creative thoughts. So whatever you are thinking and therefore feeling, and that which you are attracting is always a match. Also, what you are thinking and feeling in the dream state and what is manifesting in your life experience is always a match. Your dreams give you a glimpse into what you are creating, but you are not in the process of creating while you are dreaming. That's really interesting because, I think that's where dream interpretation comes in, because in our dream state, what we dream about is typically symbolic of feelings that we're having. And so I've always been so intrigued by dream interpretation, because I'm like, what did that really mean? That was a weird dream that I had. So they're letting us know we are, uh, our life experience is matching our what we're thinking and feeling in the dream state. So I think it's important to understand that while we are not creating our life while we're dreaming, the interpretation of what we're thinking and feeling in our waking moments is the important thing, because that is where we are creating. So let's see where we're going to go past that, because that's a great place to start. A lot of times I will have a run of nights where I'm like, wow, I've had a lot of really vivid dreams. And when I start going to, dream interpretation sites or asking people who know about dream interpretation, it reflects what I'm actually feeling and thinking in my waking time. And so they're letting us know you're in a creative process of creating your life experience. And so the next part of the message is life is always in motion, so I cannot be stuck. I love this card. And a lot of times we have dreams about being stuck. And they're telling us life is always in motion. And the message on the back is it is not possible to stand still or be stuck, because energy and therefore life is always in motion, because life is energetic. And so they're saying energy cannot be still or stuck. It's always in motion. Things are always changing. The reason it may feel to you as if you are stuck is because while you are continuing to think the same thoughts, things are changing, but they're changing to the same thing over and over. It's like Groundhog Day. So they're letting us know you're never stuck. It's that loop of thinking that is keeping things changing back to the same thing over and over, that's making you feel stuck. So this is really empowering because they're first letting you know that what you are thinking and feeling, whether you're in a dream state or in a wake state, is what you are creating in your experience. And that it is not possible to be stuck because you are, your life is changing. But if your thoughts don't change, then what you're seeing happening in your life is not actually different. It's changing back to the same thing. So change your thoughts, change your life. Isn't that I think that was a book by Dr. Wayne Dyer. So they're letting us know, direct your thoughts where you want them to go. Start thinking in a way that is directed toward feeling good. And then you will see things change to something different and alleviate that feeling of being stuck in that pattern. You know, thoughts can become very pattern like. You know, it's like a loop, like I was saying before, that's just running on auto. And we can get out of that by directing our thoughts deliberately throughout our day, interpreting our dreams to find out, where are my thoughts and feelings? What is this dream reflecting back to me? Oh my gosh, a whole chunk of cards just fell out, but I got our card. Okay, and so then our oracle card says infusing intent. So this is exactly what I was just talking about as far as intentionally, deliberately directing our thoughts. So use crystals to amplify intentions and help to focus your energy. That's a great way to do it, because crystals can oftentimes represent energy for us, whether you believe that the crystal itself has healing energies, or if you believe that you can use it as a representation of an energy. Doesn't matter. If you infuse that crystal with your intent for it to to focus your energy, then that's what it will do. And so our affirmation is, I magnify my soul power. That's awesome. And here's the card. I love the imagery of these cards. So I magnify my soul power. And I think the way that we magnify our soul power is by directing our energy. We're going to use our intention to direct our thoughts and our energy toward what we want. Stop observing reality and thinking so much about it, and redirect your thoughts to what it is that you want. And then you will find that you will come out of that feeling of being stuck in a situation, or stuck in a thought pattern, or stuck in a relationship, or whatever it is that you feel stuck. And you're going to either use crystals or just the idea of amplifying your intentions and focusing your energy. I love that. I magnify my soul power. So your inner being is always in a positive state, always thinking about the things that you desire as if you already have them, and operating under that assumption that what you want is yours. So let's, amplify and magnify what it is that our soul already knows. And that will help us in our waking state to interpret those dreams, get out of that stuck feeling, start directing our thoughts. So I think a really great journaling prompt would be to write down an area of life where you are feeling stuck, and identify what pattern of thought is creating that feeling in that area. Write about that. And remember, I magnify my soul power. Throughout your days, use your affirmation, I magnify my soul power, to remind yourself that you are a powerful being who can create their own reality by directing their thoughts. And apparently, they want us to interpret what we're thinking and feeling in our dreams, because that will help us to create our reality in our waking time. And then from our affirmations for a badass, it says, fuck what others think, do what makes you happy. I love that. So that's our affirmation. Affirmation for a badass. And I think a good meditation here is going to be to breathe deeply and get into a very, very relaxed state. And then allow your breath to flow naturally. And this is either with your eyes closed, your focus blurred, gazing at a candle. And then when you are in that relaxed state and you're allowing your breathing to flow naturally as we would like to flow with life, imagine a crystal in your hand. It could be, and just allow the color to come to you, the size, the shape. It could be any kind of a crystal. And imagine yourself thinking of an intention that you have in your life. Allow yourself to grab the first intention that comes to mind. It could be in any area of your life. And as you gaze at this beautiful crystal in your hand, you can feel the weight of it in your hand. You are going to gaze and infuse that crystal with that intention. And as you fill it with the intention, the color, grows brighter. And the weight feels heavier in your hand. And it feels grounding. And it feels like happiness. And it feels like having what you want. And as you gaze, as long as you can, and feel those feelings as long as you can, then at the end of your meditation, you're going to grab that crystal and you're going to bring yourself out of your meditation and take that feeling and of that intention with you into your day, and as far as you can. And you could do this meditation as often as you like, for as long as you like. You can make it a 2-minute meditation or a 20-minute meditation. It's up to you. Whatever feels good and whatever you have time for. And see how this practice helps you recognize in your life, in your waking time, your intentions becoming reality. And let me know in the comments how this works out for you and how you resonated with this message. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys.